Right. So what is automation, and so what is the need for automation, and what is Selenium, and what are the different versions of Selenium? So we saw all that, right? Starting from Selenium IDE, Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver, right? And we understood from that time, whatever we talk about Selenium, it's all Selenium WebDriver, because that is the latest version of Selenium, which is available for test automation now, right? And so what we have seen, so like the latest Selenium WebDriver has a lot of capabilities. So the main thing is like it does direct automation on web application. So you can able to have your language bindings in many languages like Java, Python, Ruby, JavaScript, .NET, all that we have seen. And Selenium WebDriver supports multiple operating system, multiple browsers. So all that we saw, right? So practically today, we will see how to configure Selenium, all that. And so moving ahead, we saw like how to set the prerequisites for setting up Selenium with Java in our system. So the main prerequisite is you need to have Java. You can go with any versions of Java, but preferably it should be Java 8, because Java 8 is the standard version. So that is something that we saw yesterday. We also saw like how to check whether Java is installed in your system. So if not, how to install it. So then we went and installed an IDE. So the common IDE is Eclipse. Eclipse by default support Java. And we started creating few projects. It could be a Java project or like Maven project. And so we are yet to see the benefits of creating a Maven project, but we saw how to create a Maven project, and from Maven project, what we did. So we saw quite a few concepts of what is a class, what is an object. So we saw a few OOPS concept like inheritance, interface. So all that we saw yesterday, right? So I'm not going to continue with Java, and I don't want to take this as a core Java session. So we will park Java for some time, but again, we will come back when we look the next concepts. Like we will talk about something called as TestNG now, which is a testing framework. I'll talk about more in detail. So then we will move on with Selenium configurations, and we will start creating our Selenium scripts going ahead. And there again, I will bring in quite a few Java concepts. We will use this Eclipse to create our test scripts. So where we will strengthen our Java skills there. So this is something that we saw yesterday. So as of now, you guys have any questions, concerns, anything, please let me know before we start for today. If you're fine, so you just type done, all good, whatever. Right. Okay. So thanks, Sanamika. Thanks, Minu. Great. So we shall start. And one more request. So if you're joining, so please join with your name. So because so I find it difficult to call someone calling is the number 10520 or 206530. So it would be better like if you could rename with your name. Just your first name would be enough, right, to address. Okay, fine. So we shall start for today. As I said, we are going to talk about something called testing framework. So first of all, we will see what is this testing framework and why is it required. Okay. So primarily, you may be wondering like what is the relationship between Java, what we saw yesterday, and what is Java going to do with testing? So as we all know, Java is a development language. It is a primary language used to develop code. So that is how Java started. But nowadays, what we are doing is Java is used as a testing language as well. So, right. So as it is as simple as how we write test cases in English, right? So English is not meant to create only test cases, right? So in the same way, we will use Java also for creating our test scripts. Right. So here in automation, we will not call it as test cases. We will call as test scripts. Right. So what we are going to do is we are going to create our test scripts in Java language. Right. How do we create our test scripts? As separate methods. That is what we will do. Say for example, I'll share my screen. Just let me know if you can able to see my screen. 1 second. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So now, say for example, if I want to create a test case in Java, so what I will do is I will create a method. Say for example, how do I create a method? Yesterday we saw we will use this keywords public void, right? And say for example, I want to test a login screen. Okay, I will create a meaningful method name like this, login test, right? And here is where I will write my logic, how to perform the login test. Correct. This is what I am going to do. Let's assume that this is a normal Java method. Okay, so we are going to create our test case like this only. Okay. In Java, if you want to create a test case, it is simulated with the help of a method, right? Now, say for example, here I have one piece of code. Let's assume that I am just saying system dot out dot println, and I'm going to say hello. Okay, let's assume that this is something that I need to consider as a test case. Right. Now, if I create the same method in my Eclipse and if I run, what output I will get? What is the output that I'll get?
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, simple, right? I will get an output hello. Other than that, I will not get anything in my console. Okay, this is how a Java method will work. Okay, but say for example, if I am saying this is a test case. Okay, what is the characteristics of a test case? See, generally in manual testing, we will write a test case. So what a test case will have? Test case will have something like test description. It should have, right? It will have an expected result. And when you execute, you will capture the actual result. And if both actual and expected matches, the test case will say pass. If it is not matching, it will say fail. See, this is the characteristics of a test case. But when I say this method, I'm going to treat as a test case. By default, in Java, even though it executes successfully, it will not give me a status like passed. Right? It will not tell me because this is not a test case by default. Java is not meant to create a test case. Right? But as a tester, whenever I want to treat any Java method as a test case, I need to get a status. See, then only I will know, okay, this method is passed, this method is failed, right? So this method by default should give me a status saying that, yes, login test is passed or login test is failed due to this reason. So how to bring all that? How to bring the test status here? So that is where we have to use something like a testing framework. Okay, so we need to integrate this testing framework with our Eclipse. See, there are two testing framework. One is called JUnit, and the other very popular testing framework is TestNG. That is test next generation. Okay, so this is quite latest and it is very powerful when you compare with JUnit. Okay, so you can use either of this testing framework, more or like the functionalities remains the same, but TestNG has a lot more functions than JUnit. So we will talk about TestNG. JUnit by default comes with Eclipse, but TestNG will not come by default in Eclipse. We need to install this. Okay, so it is a one-time installation which we need to install in our Eclipse. Then only you can able to avail the benefits of TestNG and you can simulate a test case. I will tell you how to simulate a test case and all that. It is very easy and quite interesting. No worries. Okay, now our first task is to install this TestNG. So how to install TestNG? Our first prerequisite is install TestNG in Eclipse. How to do this? So to do this, what you have to do is come to Eclipse. there is one URL. This is the URL. I'll give you in some time. I'll give you time. So this is the URL. So you can make a note of this URL. What you have to do is, this is a one-time task. So you have to come to your Eclipse. You have to go to Window in the menu tab. One second. Window. Sorry, not Window. You have to go to Help. Install new software. See, anything you have to install or add more capabilities to your Eclipse, you need to go here. Install new software. Just click there. And you will get a window like this. Available software. Just paste the URL, what I'm going to give. And don't click this add button. Just press enter in your keyboard. The moment you press enter, it will start searching from internet. You can able to see it says pending. So it will take a while. And from this URL, it will identify TestNG. Okay, I'll tell you. Just 1 second. Okay, it again depends on like how much time it takes to reach out to this TestNG server. And you will get this TestNG. Just wait. Just fetching the details. Okay. So in the meantime, I will share you this URL as well so that you can also try. Yeah. Don't click this. If you click this, nothing will happen. You have to copy this URL, go to your Eclipse, and then paste it. Yeah, I think this TestNG server is slow.
We couldn't copy this link. Actually, first link also we couldn't copy.
Oh,
Like
is
we
it?
unable to click it. Yes.
Oh, okay. Then probably you may have to type. I'll show you. Show you. No issues. So it's a small
Yeah.
link, right? So now what you have to do is you see now. So I got TestNG now. So after a few seconds, you will get this TestNG. You just select it. Just select like this. This next will get enabled, right? So you can just say next, and automatically it will calculate, and you can install the latest TestNG. Okay, so let this get calculated. I have already installed, but still like I'm just showing for the demo purpose. Okay, so if you want, you can just make a note of it. https://testng.org hyphen testng hyphen eclipse hyphen update hyphen site. So you can type it in a notepad so that you can also save this maybe for future reference. Noted? Done?
Yes.
Okay. So parallelly, what you can do? So you can come to Eclipse, and so you can just paste it, hit enter, and do the installation. Okay. So initially for some time it will be like this and then it will move on. Maximum it will take 5 minutes. So you can able to see it is downloading all the jar files over here. After downloading, it will ask you whether you need to install. So we have to just say yes, go ahead and install.
Can you show me the URL once again?
1 second.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Now you see after downloading, I will get the screen. So that is it is showing there are three components of TestNG. So we can just go ahead and install everything. Just simply say next in the next screen. So it will take a while and you will get the screen. So just say next. And so you have to accept the license agreement. So you just say I accept like any other software, whatever we are doing, and just say finish. So the moment it says finish, you will get a message installing software, 3%. Just wait till it gets installed completely. This will again take few seconds. I hope you guys are also trying. Please let me know if you face any issues.
Whether we need to select anything in the pop-up or
Sorry?
whether we need to select in the pop-up, it's trust pop-up or not
Trust.
trust.
This screen is it?
Yes.
Yes. So you have to just select everything. Just you say always trust all content and say yes, I accept the risk and say trust selected. That's it. So it will install. After installing, it will ask you to restart Eclipse to update the software. Just say restart now. That's it. Simple. It will close your Eclipse and again it will restart your Eclipse. That's it. So this will confirm what is that? So we have installed our TestNG. Okay. So give me 2 minutes. Let it open. Yes. So you guys also completed?
Yes.
No, sir.
Great. Okay. We'll wait for 1 more minute.
How we can confirm whether it is installed?
Yeah, I will tell you. Fine. Now, one thing if you observe, so you cannot see anywhere like a new icon or anything getting added, or like you will not get any confirmation message saying TestNG got installed successfully or not. Okay. But how to check whether TestNG is there in Eclipse? We will see that. Okay. Before that, what I will do, in general, I will create a new test. Okay, I will just go to our own Maven project, what we created yesterday. So here only, what I will do, I will start creating a new test. Okay, now slowly from development mode, we are moving to testing, right? Now, let's assume that we want to test one application. Okay, as of now, there is no application, nothing. What I will do, I will create a simple class. I will just go to my package, what we created yesterday, and create a new class and name this as, let's say, some application test. Okay. Okay. So application test. And one more very important thing you need to note, when you are going to use TestNG, you are not supposed to select public static void main. If you select this, this will become a normal Java program, which a developer used to create. But now we are testers. Instead of creating a Java program, we are going to create a TestNG program. So don't select this, right? So this is a thumb rule. If you select public static void main, that will become a Java program, which is not preferred because we are testers. So from now on, we will create a TestNG program rather than creating a Java program. So if you want to create a TestNG program, don't select this. Just simply create an empty class file like this. You see now? So this is an empty class file I have created. Okay. Now, what we have to do is, one more very important thing we have to do is, we need to add the TestNG library to this Eclipse project. So this is one thing. The very first thing I'll tell you. Okay. First one, you have to install TestNG in Eclipse. The second step is add TestNG library to our Maven project. This is something that we need to do. How to add this? How to add TestNG library to our Maven project? It's quite simple. You have to go to your Maven project, just right click, go to properties. If you go to properties, you will get a window like this. Here, you go to Java build path. You can just make a note of it. I will give you time for your practice. Don't worry. You don't want to do parallelly. You will miss out the next time when you want to try on your own. You have to go to Java build path. If you go to Java build path, go to library section, and click add library. At the right side, you will find an option, add library. Click that option. Now, if you go to add library, you will find one library called TestNG. This confirms your TestNG got installed successfully in Eclipse. Other than that, there is no other way you can check. Okay, before installing TestNG, if you come to this window, you will not find TestNG in this library options. You will find only JUnit by default. TestNG will come only after installation. This is how you can confirm TestNG is there in Eclipse or not. So now simply select TestNG, say next. This will set the default TestNG library to this project. Let's say finish. That's it. The moment you do that, it will get added here. And now if you say apply and close, this TestNG will get added now to your Maven project, this library. Can you see now? By default, this library will not come. Only you will have Java library by default. Now we have added TestNG library as well. Hope you're getting what we have done. Is this clear?
So why we
Yes,
need
yes.
to write a program for that?
No, program we have to write actually. So this I will tell you. We need to do a lot of things. How to
Okay,
use
so
this TestNG, I will show you here.
okay. So now we have to only look whether TestNG is installed by clicking my Maven project.
No, we have to add the library because we are going to use certain methods of TestNG in my code. So that
Okay,
will
okay.
not work unless or until you have the library here.
Okay. So we have to add from
Ah,
my Maven project by
yes.
right clicking like that.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So this is one thing we need to do. Additionally, what we can also do is add TestNG dependency to our Maven project. Actually, this is optional. If I do this, step number 2, this is optional. Okay. Suppose if I do step number 3, step number 2 is optional. Either one I can do. But sometimes what happens is, even though you have added your library, some Eclipse versions will not work. So it is always better you can do both the steps to ensure TestNG is working correctly. So this I will tell you how to do it now. Add TestNG library to our Maven project. So how to do this? We need to add something called dependency in pom.xml file. What is this? Now if you see in our Eclipse, every Maven project what you have created will have one XML file called pom.xml file. Go to this pom.xml file. If you double click, it will open one XML piece of code, which is like a configuration for this Maven project. Now here, I need to add something called as dependency. How to add the dependency? From where we will get that dependency code? Nothing. Just come to your browser. In your browser. 1 second. Okay. In your browser, simply go to Google and type TestNG Maven dependency. TestNG Maven dependency. Okay. If you type, go to link Maven repository org.testng. If you click here, it will give you the dependency. If you just scroll down, you can able to see the latest version of TestNG is 7.8.0. This is what I can able to see here. If I click this, I will get the dependency of this version. If you come down, can you able to see this is the dependency. This is the dependency file. You simply copy this. Just if you click, it will get highlighted. Just say Control C, it will get copied from here, from internet. Now, after that, what you do? You come to the Maven project, go to the pom.xml file and come to this XML file section. Suppose you get altogether a different screen and you can't able to see like what I am getting here. You see here down we have some 5 to 6 tabs. Go to the last tab. You can able to see this. Now, here is where your project starts. See, generally XML always use custom tags. That means it will have a start tag and a end tag. This is the start tag. It always starts with project and ends. The end tag will always have a forward slash. So you need to go inside your project. Inside your project, leave a space and add a new tag with an angle bracket called dependencies. Can you see? The moment I start typing, it will give me suggestion, dependencies. You can just simply select instead of making any spelling mistake. The moment you start typing, you will get this. Just select this. It will automatically give you the start tag and the end tag. Okay. Now you break this into multiple lines. You see now, this is the start tag. This is the end tag. Now inside this, paste the dependency, what you copied from internet. Right. Okay. So you paste it. That's it. Now, if you say control, 1 second. Okay, that's okay, fine. Now I have added the dependency. The moment you save this dependency, just suppose if I say control yes, automatically you can able to see all the relevant jar files from internet will be copied to this project automatically. Now you see now, I simply say control yes. The moment I say control yes, automatically it will save all the files and I will get a folder called Maven dependencies here. Now, if I go inside this, can you able to see few jar files added here? This all comes from internet for my TestNG to work. This is the reason why I have created a Maven project instead creating a Java project. Maven project, if you just show the dependency, it will automatically download all the jar files from internet and it will build the project for you. Suppose if I am using a Java project and if I want to configure TestNG, then you should know what are the jar files and you need to download this jar file separately from internet searching in Google and you need to add all these jar files individually to your project. Then only it will work. That is the reason we are not preferring Java project and we are always preferring Maven project. I told you yesterday. Maven project is a build management tool. It will build the project for you. You need to just show the dependency. Okay. Hope you're getting what I'm doing. Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Just can you complete all this till now? So
Yeah.
I believe you have done the first step. Do step number 2 and step number 3. Now we are ready with TestNG. We have configured TestNG. Next, we will create a test case. Just complete this and type done in your chat box.
For the step 2, in the Maven project, right click which
You have to
option
just
should
simply right click your Maven project, go to properties. Properties, Java build path, go to libraries, add library, add test engine. That's it.
So testing is not yet installed. It is showing cannot perform operation.
Sorry.
Testing, the first step is not yet completed. Actually, it is showing cannot perform
Then
operation.
you need to wait. No. Unless or until you complete your first step, don't move on to second step. It will not be there, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, you have to wait.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So installation, leave its time. We cannot make Eclipse to run fast. Okay. So you wait till everything completes, then move on with step 2 and step 3. See, these are all sequential. If TestNG itself is not there, then you can't add library, right? Okay, so we will wait for 5 minutes, then we will start. I want everyone to be on sync. Let's wait, no issues.
What is that URL for a dependency adding?
Now just search in internet.
Just
Just
test
Google.
engine.
Just Google.
What to Google?
Maven
Maven
dependency.
dependency. TestNG
Oh.
Maven dependency.
After adding the dependencies in the library, what folder we will get?
You will get a folder
It's
after saving. You will get a folder called Maven dependencies at the left side inside your
okay.
Maven project.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it done?
Yeah, it's done.
Okay. Okay. I will share my screen. Second. Hope you can see my screen. Okay, so let me go to my test. This is what we have created. I'm going to now create a TestNG program. So for that, as I told you, you create an empty class without main. Inside this, I'm going to have my test cases. Okay. Now, say for example, I want to perform a login test. As I told you already, we need to create methods. So I will create, let's say, public void login. Okay, I'll give a meaningful name. So for some application, I want to test the login. Okay. So how to test all this, we will see later. Okay, how to write a code to test a login screen, all that we will see later. But as of now, what I will do, I will see whether this is getting treated as a test case or not. Okay, so for that, I will now, as of now, have a print statement. I will simply say system.out.println, and I will name this as login test. That's it. Now, if I want to treat this as a test case, in TestNG, we have something called as annotations. Annotations always starts with @ symbol. Annotations. Okay. Annotations always starts with @ symbol and it followed by a name. Right. There is an annotation in TestNG called as test, which is used to create a test case. @ test. So I have to use this @ test above the method. Which method you want to treat as a test case? Above that, you put @ test. The moment you add this keyword, you see now Eclipse is giving an error because Eclipse doesn't know what is this @ test. This @ test comes from TestNG. Okay. Since you have added the libraries, you have added the dependencies for this project, the moment you mouse over on top of it, it will give you a suggestion. 1 second. It will give you a suggestion to import test. Can you see now? To import test from TestNG package. So this suggestion you will get only if your Maven project is converted as TestNG project. That is what we have done now. Right. Now, what I can do, I can just say import the test. Automatically, it will import the relevant libraries. That error will go off. And it will just say this is getting treated as a test case where it is going to run in a debug mode. You're getting? This is clear? How to create a test case? Quite simple, right? Now, I want to run this and see whether this is working properly and it is giving me a status like passed. So what we have to do, just simply save this test and right click. Now go to run as. You will get an option called TestNG test. So because now it is not a Java program. So till yesterday we were executing a Java program. Now it is no more a Java program. It is a TestNG test. Just simply click it. It will now execute and it will also give you a status. Now if you look at, can you see now? It is giving me a status like total test run. Can you see? There is total test is, this is the default test. The test run is 1. That means I have one test case. There is no failures, no skips, nothing. It behaves like a test case. Now, if you see now, it says the status. Passed is 1. There is no failure, no skip, nothing. And if you see here, this is the test, which the print statement that I want to print. It is getting printed and it is saying passed. That means the test case got passed. Where is the test case? It tells this is the package name. Examples is the package name. So from this is the class name. This is my test and this is my test case. Login is the test case. Okay. Is this clear? Something meaningful?
So every test case should be write in method.
Yes. Every test case, what we are going to write, we have to use methods. Say, for example, now I am going to write one more test case. Let's say public void. I want to test the registration functionality. So I will create one test called register. And now here I will write that logic. But as of now, I will simply say sysout control space bar. And I will name this as register test. That's it. Now, if I want to treat this also as a test case, you need to use the test annotation. Simply say @ test. So only for one time you need to import in the same class. The next time, if you automatically type, it will get recognized. Now you see there are 2 test cases here and simply save this and run this. Now, if you run this, You can see now it is saying total test run is 2, past is 2. And if we see here, it says login test, register test. See, both I am just printing now. That is what the logic I have created. So it is just printing the text. Later, we will see how to perform actual login test and all that. Can you just create few test cases and check?
So at test we have to give, after that we have to import that one, right?
Yes. Just
So
keep
right,
your
just
cursor on top of it. It will automatically
okay.
give you a suggestion.
Okay, just we have to click that options.
Yes. Okay. And see whether it is getting imported like this. Okay. Just try this. Will take 5 minutes for you to complete this. Just same test you create, login test, register test, and see whether it is working. We will move on next.
I couldn't create a class. I don't know why. I'm just right clicking it, but
Sorry, Kalpana?
I couldn't create the class. I'll share my screen.
Yeah, please.
I'm just right clicking from here.
Mm-hmm. No, what you're trying to do?
So from the source to say Java, I have to create from my package. I have
Create
to
a new
create.
class. New class. Go to new.
Okay.
Give the
Yeah.
name.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's say application test, whatever. Don't leave any space.
Yeah.
Test
Okay.
name should not have spaces. Just say finish.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it. Yeah. Now go and say create your methods.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Hey Ramya, I'm getting confused. I will share my screen. Explain once.
Sure. No issues.
I'm creating a class in my one project.
No.
Here,
What you do? You first. Okay. What you do? You remove all the test, public void login, everything you remove. You remove even a test also. You remove. Okay. Now this is an empty class. You put a start and a closing parenthesis. Now go
Okay.
inside your class. Right. Now what you
Here,
have to
right?
do? You have to create one method. Right. How do you create a method?
Public.
Public void. You create a method now. Public space void. Give your method name. Let's say login.
Login.
Parenthesis. Open parenthesis. That is the method. How the structure. No space. No space. No space.
Okay.
Now again, see, for this method, you need to again put a opening parenthesis, closing parenthesis.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, put that.
It's showing errors, right?
No, it will not show. You put. I'll tell you what is the reason.
Next.
No, you have to put a opening parenthesis, closing parenthesis.
Okay.
For the method also. No, that you have already done now. I am saying flower bracket. No, parenthesis, then flower bracket.
Flower brackets.
Now put normal bracket. This is for method, then again flower bracket.
Again flower bracket. Okay.
No, sir, put towards the end. After login. Like how you created for class.
Okay.
That's it. Now bring that closing flower bracket down.
Okay.
Now you write your code. Now you see all the errors went off.
Okay.
This is the structure. Now inside this you say system.out.println. Sysout, control space bar. You don't want to type everything. Click that. No, you double click in that sysout only. It will automatically come.
Okay.
That's it. Now inside that you type in double quotes whatever. You say login test. Now above this method, see, this is a normal method now. If you want to run
Yes,
this, you need to convert this to a test case. Now above statement 3 and 4, you add the annotation. You say at test. T is capital, not small. The first word is capital. That's it. Now you import that test. No, don't right click. Simply keep your cursor. Import test. That's it. Now you see all errors went off. Save your test once, then run it. It will print login. Cancel. That's it. You're getting pass.
Yes. Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, how about others? All done?
Yeah.
Thanks, Anamika. How about others? Gokul done. No, Gokul done.
TestNG is not yet installed. I think some issues with my. It is showing. It is still showing as cannot perform operation. So computing alternate solutions.
Oh, is it?
Taking
Okay.
my-
Okay,
so it
fine
is
then. No issues. We cannot rush
maybe
them.
yes. I'll listen to the class.
Sure.
Maybe by the time
Anything like just ping me or mail me. No issues.
yeah. Okay. Thank you. Sir.
Okay. I'll share my mail ID also here if in case you guys need
Yeah.
anything.
Okay. Thanks.
So you can reach out to me. No issues. Okay, fine. So we shall move ahead. I'll just share my screen. So now we saw how to what is that? Create a test case. So just confirm if you are able to see my screen.
Yeah, we can see.
Great. Okay. Now, you see now, these are the two test cases we have created and it is working fine. Now, these are the output that I'm getting. If I see, this is the output that I'm getting. Login test is getting printed. That means this text is getting printed. Then this text is getting printed. Okay, that means this test case is getting executed first. This test case is getting executed next. That is why it is printing like this. But now tell me, when we are actually testing a real application, which test case should get executed first? Register test case or login test case?
Register.
Register test, right? Register test, that is, this test case should come first. Only after registration, login should run, right? So I want this test case to get executed first. But actually, if you see in our case, login is getting executed first, then register comes. So I'm thinking maybe probably because of the order, where we created login first, it is getting printed, then register next, it is getting printed next. So what I'm going to do, I will just copy this piece of code completely. Just say Control C, Control X. It will cut from there. Go to the first step and paste it. Okay, so now I am putting my register at the top, login next. Save again because you have made few changes. Now let me run this again. So I will simply right click, go to run as TestNG test. Now let's see what is happening. What is happening now? Only one is getting printed. Okay, 1 second. Okay. Yeah, now it is printing. So there was a copy mistake. Okay, now it is getting printed. I am getting passes too. But let me see the output. I'm interested. But now you see, there is no change in the print. Again, here also login is getting printed first. Register is getting executed next. See, even though I interchange these two tests, it is not working as like what I am expecting. Only login is getting executed first. So what is happening here? So if you see TestNG, irrespective of where you place your test case methods, it will execute in order according to the method name. In alphabetical order, it will execute. If you look at here, L comes first, then R comes. So wherever it is placed, always it will go and execute this test case only. That is how TestNG works. Please make a note. TestNG methods are always executed in alphabetical order of method name. See, suppose if I have a method which starts with A, that method will get executed first. So because of that, I cannot change this method name to register and this method name to login, right? See, somewhere I need to tell TestNG. So I don't want to execute by default in the alphabetical order. I want to always execute this one first and this one next. See, sometimes we may want to do that, right? Even in manual testing, we have some priority test cases which we need to execute first. So how do we do that? How do we set priorities? So there is an attribute. So you simply what you do, go to your annotation. Here, you put a parenthesis and you can add attributes. One attribute is priority. Priority equal to, you simply say 1. That means this will be treated priority 1. This will always execute first. And simply what I'll do, I'll just copy this, put it over here, and I will say, give the next priority to this test case. That's it. Now if I run, let's see the difference. What happens? Yeah, it is saying pass to, but I am interested to see the output. You see now? Register is getting executed first, then login is coming. So today we understood how to create test cases in Eclipse and how to set priorities for that test cases. Is this clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So quickly
Yes.
try this. We will move on next. Just go one by one. Just make modifications and just add all the capabilities, execute, run and see. Is it done? Any doubts? Shall we move on?
Can you show me the screen again?
1 second.
Is there space between priority and equal to sign?
That is actually if you give also no issues. Even if you don't give also, it will work.
Okay, okay.
Just for better readability, I have left a space.
Okay, it is not mandatory, right?
It is not mandatory.
Okay, okay.
Okay, shall we move?
Yeah.
So now we understood how to create test cases and how to set priorities for the test cases. See, now sometimes what happens is, say for example, let's take this is one application which has come to us for testing, and we are performing either register test or login test, whatever. Okay. So definitely before executing something, we will have some prerequisites to do. Okay, say like before I actually go and execute my register test, I want to open my application. Okay, I want to go to the home screen. I want to keep everything ready. Then I want to start my register test. So this is generally what we do, right? But what about the logic of opening the application or like going to the home page, ensuring everything is correct before we actually execute our register test? So where do I write that logic? Okay, so this is what I call as the prerequisite steps. And I don't want to treat that as a test case. Okay, say for example, I create one method like this. You assume public void open application. I write a method like this. And I will write the logic, how to open that. But as of now, what I will do, I will simply say a print statement. This is open application. The logic I will write here, how to open the URL. And this I need to run before I execute register test. It's a must, right? Unless or until I open my application, I may not be able to execute register test. And at the same time, before I execute login test also, I want to open my application. So this logic I want to execute before this test case as well as before this test case. And at the same time, I don't want to treat this as a test case because this is like a prerequisite. So how do I simulate this? How do I ensure that this logic is getting executed before every test case? So there is an annotation. The annotation is at before T is capital, method, M is capital. This is one annotation in TestNG, before method. For the very first time when you introduce an annotation, you have to import it. So keep your cursor on top of it. It will ask you to import, just import it. That's it. Now you see, this will not act as a test case. That means it will not give you a status like pass or fail. Pass fail status you will get only for test cases. But this will get acted as a prerequisite method. That means this statement will get executed before executing register test and executing login test. Let's see that. Let me save this, run my test. So now if I run this, you can now see it will execute. I will get some output. One thing you note here, it still says pass 2. I have 3 methods, but still it says pass 2 because only 2 are test cases. So you will get the status only for test case. And now if I see here, can you see the output? First, the prerequisite method is getting executed, then my first test case. Then the prerequisite method is again getting executed, then the second test case. Is this clear? How to include prerequisite steps in your test case. So similarly, I can also have set of statements if I want to execute post executing the test case. That means after executing register test, I want to close the application. Say I will create one method, public void, close application. Right. And here I will have one print statement which says close application. Right. And this method I want to run after executing every test case. So there is one annotation called after method. That's it. Import it. Save it. Now run it. Now you can able to see before and after every test case, these two methods will run. How many ever test cases you have. Now you see now this is one set. Open application, execute register test, close application. Then again open application, login test, close application. And you can able to see pass 2. This will come only for your test cases. Is this clear?
Yes, I have one doubt.
Hmm.
If all that each and every test case the method is called, right? So I have a 4 to 5 test cases or two cases. I just wanted to run the method at only once before that cases.
I will
Is
tell
that
you.
possible?
I will tell you.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll tell you. Okay, fine. See, now if you see, it was a very good question. Now if you look at here, this prerequisite, this will get executed before every test case. But sometimes I don't want that way. I want the prerequisite method to run at the beginning, execute all the test cases, and finally, after executing all the test cases, I need to execute this method once. Okay, I don't want this to run for every test case. See, sometimes I may also get a requirement. Open the application, perform register, perform login. Then finally what you do, you close the application. How to simulate that? How to simulate that scenario? So the only change what you need to do is, you need to just simply change the annotation. Instead of using before method, there is an annotation called before test. Before test. Import it. Before test. Similarly, there is a method called after test. Import after test. Now, this will execute only one time during the start and during the end. It will not execute for every test case. As simple as that. Now, if you run this, you can now see. Look at the output. It still says pass 2. But if I see my output, you can able to understand. Open the application, perform all the test cases, then finally close the application. Got it?
Yes.
That's it. So these are all the common annotations which generally we use. which will be really helpful when you work in projects. You need to know how to create test case, how to set priorities, so how to basically add your prerequisite logic and post-requisite logics. Try this and let me know. Try both before method, after method, then before test, after test. So you try everything and let me know. Any doubts?
No.
Okay. Is it working?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's working.
Right. Perfect. Okay. Now we will see how to skip a test. I'll quickly share my screen. Let me know if you can able to see my screen.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
See, sometimes what happens is you might have created your test case and all that, but due to some reason or like your client may not want to execute it immediately or like so there could be a number of reasons, right? So generally the plan would have got changed. So you are planning to go for the next release and do this. So due to some reasons, you may want to skip a certain test case. Say, for example, let's consider in our case, I have two test cases. One is register, the other one is login. So let's assume that I want to skip this login now. So how to do that? So if you want to skip a test case, just simply come inside and add one line of statement. That means I will simply say throw new skip exception. So there is a method called skip exception, and you need to give a reason why you want to skip. So I will simply say planned for next release. So this test case, I don't want to execute now. I'm planning this to execute for my next release. So simply you add this and you comment the below line. Okay, and this we need to import. Import skip exception from org TestNG. Just add this. That's it. Simple. Now this test case will be skipped. It will not execute this test case. Just save it and run this test. Let's see what happens. Now, you see now, see the output now. It says pass one, skip one. That means I have skipped one test case. Okay. Now, if I see the output, I will get one error, which means this is just a skip exception. It is just saying plan for next release. That's it. But I can able to see the output here. And I can able to see there only one test case is getting executed. Can you see now? Open application, register test, close application. The other test case is not getting executed. It is getting skipped. Okay. So this is also something very, very important. So that is the reason I don't want to combine multiple things and show us a big scenario. So for you to understand the concept, I'm just having only one print statement and explaining you different functionalities which we may encounter when we work in projects. So you may want to create test cases, you may want to prioritize test cases, you may want to add prerequisite, post-requisite to your test cases. Sometimes you may want to also skip your test cases. How to do all this? Is this clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So one last thing. What we are going to do is, see now by default, if you see, this test cases are independent, right? So even if this test case is going to pass or fail, this test case will run. That is why I call it as independent. Sometimes what I want to do is, I want to create a dependent test case. That means one test case is dependent on another. So how to create that dependency? So what I do is, okay, let me remove the skip exception now. I don't need this. I will just comment this. I don't want to skip. Okay. Now, if you look at here, these two test cases are independent test cases. Even if this is going to pass or fail, this will run. Even if this is going to pass or fail, this will run. But what I want to do, I want to create a dependent test cases. That means I want to say the login test case should run only if register is getting executed successfully. That is something important, right? Login cannot happen without registering. So if some problem happens in registering itself, then I don't want to execute login. Right? How to set that dependency? So what you can do is simply you can add one more attribute next to priority. You can add one more attribute called depends on methods. There is one attribute called depends on method equal to, and which method you want to depend, you can put it in curly braces. So I can simply say it depends on method register. That's it. Now what happens? This test case is dependent on this test case. Suppose if some problem happens to this register test case, if this is not working, then this also will not work. Okay. Now let me run as of now. You will not find any difference because this test case will run. Okay. So now if I run this, you see now, both the test case will run and I can able to see pass 2. Okay. Open application, register test, close application. But for some reason, now what I want to do is, I want to skip this test case. Okay, what I can do now? I can add this line of code. I will add this throw new skip exception for register. Okay, and I will comment this and save this. Now what will happen? This test case will not run because I am skipping. Since this test case is getting skipped, this also will not run because this is dependent on register. See, here I am not skipping anything, but still this will not run because this test case will run only if register is passing. If register fails or if it is getting skipped, then this also will not run. Let's check that. Let me save this, run this. You see now, I will get a output. You see now, no pass, no failure, one skip. Okay. It will not say 2 skipped. Because of 1 skip, the other test case is going out of scope. It is not getting executed. Okay. Now if I see the output, only my prerequisite and post-requisite methods will run. No test case will run. Is this clear? It may slightly confuse you, but go one by one, whatever we have discussed. Is this clear? Can you try all this?
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Mm,
Fine.
Remy, actually, we are commenting out all the lines after the skip exception, right? Is this needed like that?
Yes.
That should be
Yes.
the first
You
and
need to
last line.
comment all the statements and you need to just add one statement, throw new skip exception.
Okay.
Right. Since there is only one line, I am using a single line commenting. If you have multiple lines, use multi-line comment. /**//.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So you can try this. Once you complete, we'll take a break. So I believe this definitely you need to practice. So if you face any confusions, please go one by one. So practice till 11. So you can take 15 minutes for your practice. Then take 10 to 15 minutes for your break. We will connect by around 11:15. Okay. So with this, we will park TestNG and we will move on with Selenium post our break. So next to our break, we will configure Selenium in Eclipse and we will start off with our first scenario. There we will again come back to TestNG and we will use TestNG along with Java concepts. So you need to be very clear on what we discussed from yesterday. Okay, whatever we have seen yesterday, whatever we have seen today so far. So please practice. That is the reason I am giving 15 more minutes extra for you. Okay. We will connect back again at 11:15. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, sure. Fine then. So we will connect at 11:15 then. Hey, hi guys, I'm back. You're there?
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions? Anyone? It's all done. TestNG, what we have seen.
Hi, I have an issue.
Yeah,
Actually,
man.
actually my TestNG is installed few minutes back,
Hmm.
but when I tried to add dependency in form.xml file, it's getting some errors.
Show me the screen.
Yeah. Here also I am getting some errors.
Yeah, we'll see what is that. Okay. No.
Yeah.
You need to put under dependencies tag. You missed that step. So you need to first add a tag called dependencies. Inside that, you paste this.
Where I need to add?
No. Just go to statement number 6.
Okay.
There you put a new angle bracket. No, you add dependencies. It is coming. Just click that. Now you got a start tag and end tag. Just go inside that. Hit enter.
Okay.
Now paste this dependency what you have inside that. No. Only dependency. And put it inside dependencies.
Okay.
Now save it.
Okay.
Now everything will be. Now go there and
Okay.
run your test and see. Done. Now it is. Yeah, that's the issue.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, any other questions? Anyone? Anamika, Angeline, Gokul, Kalpana.
All good.
All good. Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
no.
Perfect. Okay, so if that is the case, then we'll move on. So we are moving to the interesting part. Now, what we will do is we will configure Selenium. Okay. So for that, what exactly we need to do? I'll just share my screen. Just let me know if you can see my screen.
Yeah, visible.
Yeah. Now, we need to configure Selenium. So we are going to work with Selenium. I will simply say how to configure Selenium in Eclipse. This is something that we need to do. Okay. So the very first thing is we need to add Selenium dependency in Eclipse. Okay. So how to add this? As like same way how we added TestNG dependency in our Maven project, same way we need to add Selenium dependency. So for that, what we will do? So we will just simply go to Google and I will simply, instead of saying TestNG, I will simply say Selenium Maven dependency. You simply search in Google Selenium Maven dependency. Again, it will go to Maven repository. Click the Selenium Java. So this is something which is important. Go to Selenium Java. We can able to find the versions of Selenium. So you can able to see. Now I told you, yesterday I told you, remember, now the latest version of Selenium is 4 series. So you can able to see 4 over here. Okay. So 3 and 4 doesn't have much of differences. So either we can go with any of these versions. So this is open source. It keeps changing now and then. You see within the span of 6 months, how many versions they have released. So you can go with any version. So maybe like today we are taking this version. Maybe after 1 week, they may launch 4.15.1, right? So that is okay. So what we will do, so we will try with the latest version. Even I am going to try for the first time. So let me click this version. So 4.15. So this is the version that I'm getting. So you just copy the dependency file, same like what you did for TestNG. Now come to our Eclipse. Go to our same Maven project. Go to pom.xml file. In pom.xml file, already you have one dependency. If you recollect, you have added one dependency inside dependencies folder, right? Now you need to add the next dependency. See, that is why we have placed everything under dependencies. So you can add more than one dependency also. Now already TestNG dependency is there. I'm going to add Selenium dependency as well. Just say Control V, whatever you have copied, right? Okay, so now let me save it. 1 second. Control. Yeah. So if you want to index everything, this also you can do. So now you see mine is very clean, neat, right? So the moment you copy everything, what you can also do is you can just say Control A. It will copy everything. Control A in your keyboard. It will copy everything. Then what you do, you simply press Control Shift F. If you press Control Shift F, it will get aligned like this, right? Indexing, it will take care of proper indexing. So it won't be zigzag here and there, so that you can able to understand how many dependencies you have added. So now you see, I have added TestNG and Selenium. Just say Control yes, it will automatically build the project, and now your project will get converted to a Selenium project. How do I know it got converted to a Selenium project? Again, go to Maven dependencies. Now you can able to see all jar files of Selenium got added. Now you see within seconds, Maven have built your project. You see now, there are a lot of dependency files. You see, this is the advantage of using Maven. Suppose if in case I use Java manually, then for you to configure Selenium, you need to individually identify all these jar files and you need to add, which is practically impossible. That is the reason mainly we go with Maven project. Can you just do this? Convert your Maven project to a Selenium project and type done in the chat box so that we'll move on next.
Okay.
Okay, so I believe most of you have done. Shall we move on?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, fine. Now, we have added the Selenium project. I'll just share my screen. Just let me know if you can able to see my screen.
Excuse me.
Okay, fine. Now,
Hello.
yes, please.
Hello. My dependency is not got added. Something happened. Something errors are coming up.
Could you just share your screen, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, but where is your dependencies closing tag that is missing somewhere?
It's under like this.
No, but down you see there are a lot of things. Dependency.
Yes.
Close all that. No, there should be only one case. What is that slash dependency? Statement number 27 you will delete. Now go up. Just remove all the spaces. Then only we will know what is happening. Down also you remove. Now, okay. So you have one dependency that is starting from step number 8 to 13. Okay, that is TestNG. That is working. Then again, like step number 14, you have one dependency. Okay. Then again, statement number 16, again one more dependency. Remove that. Why there are two dependencies? Okay. Now, for dependencies, you need to have a closing tag. Between 20 and 21, you add one closing tag for dependencies.
Here it is.
Dependencies. For statement number 6, you need to have a closing tag.
Closing tag. Okay. Like this.
That you need to have down, not there. That is the starting tag.
Like.
After 20 and 21, you paste one more dependencies with a closing tag. Between 20 and 21.
Okay.
Statement number 20 and 21. Just copy that. Come down. Paste there and put a slash.
At the end or before?
No, beginning.
Beginning. Okay.
Now all the errors have gone.
What was the issue? I couldn't understand. What was the issue there?
No, issue was like you have, see, XML always will have a starting tag and a closing tag. So you had a starting tag for dependencies, but there was no closing tag.
Okay.
Now what you do, you just say Control A, press Control A, it will get selected. Now you press Control Shift F.
Control Shift F.
Now you see everything is aligned neatly. Now you can able to see the difference. And now say Control yes.
Yes, I already pressed.
Now whatever happens, you can able to understand.
Okay. I understood. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, great. So we shall move on. Yeah, you can stop sharing.
Okay.
Great. Thank you. I'm just sharing my screen. Just let me know if you can able to see.
Yes.
Great. Now, what we are going to do is, I'm going to simulate something like this. Okay, if you see here, let's assume that This is my Selenium, which is in Eclipse. So this is my Eclipse, and where I have configured Selenium. So that means this is my Selenium tool, which I have already configured in Eclipse by adding dependency. Now, what I want to do is, I want to open one application. Let's say I want to open google.com, okay, or google.co.in. So I want to open Google page. Okay. So this is something that I want to automate via Selenium. So I will write some piece of code here. I will show you what is the code that we are going to write. Okay. Now this code I will write in Java. Whatever code I am going to write, this is nothing but a Java piece of code. I will tell you what code we are going to write. Now, the moment when I write this code, so this is nothing but my Selenium WebDriver. Okay. So it should directly interact with this Google page. This is my application, which I am going to test. And what it should do, it will open this Google page in a browser. But now the problem is, if you want to open a Google page will not open automatically. It requires a browser. Hope you're getting. So say, for example, I'm going to use Chrome browser. Let's assume that I'm going to use Chrome browser. So this is my browser. Now, there is one small problem here. See, Selenium can interact with this Google page. That is fine. It doesn't require a server and all that. But Selenium has some problem to directly communicate with the browser, because browser is not part of the web page, right? This browser comes from a different vendor. Actually, if you see Chrome, this comes from Google. All right. So Selenium cannot interact with the browser. See, only if it interacts with the browser, then it can able to load the application. So for this, what Google have done is, Google have created something called as a driver. Using this driver, what you can do, we can make Selenium to interact with this browser, and in turn, it can able to load this application. So what I need to do, I need to download the driver and keep it before this. Hope you're getting now. So this is nothing but my driver. See, this driver, what it will do, it will make my Selenium to interact with this browser, and in turn, it will interact with this application. So now I need this driver. If I'm going to work with Chrome browser. So if I'm going to work with Chrome browser, I need a driver called Chrome driver. Okay. From where to get this Chrome driver, I will tell you in some time. So similarly, suppose I want to use some other browser. See, instead of Chrome, let's assume that I want to use Firefox. Firefox comes from a vendor called Mozilla. See, using Firefox also, I can open Google page, right? So can I use Chrome driver here and interact with Firefox? No, that will not work, because Chrome driver is specific for Google only. So similarly, Mozilla, this guys, what they have done is, they have created their own drivers, which is called as Gecko driver. So we need to place that driver here so that Selenium will interact with this Gecko similarly to Firefox, and it can able to work with Google page. Hope you're getting the concept of driver here. So whichever browser we are going to use, we need to have the drivers for it downloaded and save it somewhere. I will tell you from where to download, where to save it, all that I will tell you. But try to get the concept of driver. What is this driver now? So driver acts as an interface between Selenium WebDriver and the application which you are going to interact based on the browser what you are going to use. Similarly, if you are going to use Edge browser, for Edge there is a driver which you need to download and you need to use it. Is this concept clear?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Now, where to go and get all these drivers and where to save it? So for that, what you have to do, there is an official website for Selenium. So if you go to, one second. If you go to a website called selenium.dev, this is the official website of Selenium. If you see here, okay, anytime you can go to this website to check the latest versions or the latest releases, or if they have any upcoming news, all that you can come to this website and see. And this is the official definition of Selenium. Can you see here? Selenium automates browsers. That's it. That means they are saying Selenium is meant to do only web testing. You cannot do any other desktop testing or any other testing using Selenium. Okay. Now you come to this website, go to the download section. You have a download section here. If you go to download section, there will be a lot of information here, but now you can able to understand. You see now, I told you Selenium supports different language bindings. Can you see now? C#, Ruby, Java, Python, JavaScript. These are the 5 language bindings Selenium will support. And each and every binding has a version. Can you see now? If you want to download the version, you can able to see it. And when they have released it, all that information you can able to find. They have very recently released or updated all the versions during November 1. Okay, and we are interested in Java, but we are not going to download this version because we have already downloaded the relevant jar files by adding the dependency. So that is much more easier. So don't click anywhere here. Right. Now let me scroll down. Okay, there will be a lot of information. So you don't want to see all that. Just come down. You come to browsers. Platforms supported by Selenium, browsers. Come to browsers. If you come to browsers, you can able to see all the browsers supported by Selenium. All this we discussed yesterday. Firefox, Internet Explorer, Safari. This is for Mac OS. And Opera. This is for open source. And Chrome, Edge. So now for Windows, what you can do, you can try Edge, you can try Chrome, you can try Internet Explorer. Don't try because Internet Explorer no more exists. Okay, you can try Firefox also, but provided you need to have this browsers in your system. Okay, so I physically have Firefox in my system and I have Chrome in my system, and Edge comes by default if you use Windows 10 and above. So all these 3 we can able to try. Okay, now how to download a driver? Say for example, I go to Firefox. I want to test my application using Firefox browser. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to download this Geeko driver, and they are saying go to and refer their documentation. Let me click this link. If I click this link, there are a lot of information. So here I have one more link called Geeko driver releases. I go here to Geeko driver releases. And if I just scroll down and see whether they have given, yes. See here they have given. Can you see now? This is the Geeko driver which we need. And we are interested in Windows, WIN, if you see, and Windows 64. Maximum, if you are using Windows 10 and above, you will have 64-bit. So I need to download Geeko driver for Windows 64-bit. This is something that I need. Okay, so simply what you do, you click this, automatically it will get downloaded. You see now it started downloading and it got downloaded. If I go to this folder, I can able to see this Geeko driver version. Now you extract this. Just simply right click, extract. So it will extract and give me as a folder. Now go inside that folder. I can able to see one Geeko driver as an exe. Okay, don't double click this, nothing will happen. So Now what you do, you take this or you cut this from this location and store it in a place which can be easily accessible. See, in my case, what I did, I have created, if I go to equivalent, Selenium, I have created one folder like this, and I have added all the drivers. Can you see now? Gecko driver I have added. And similarly, Chrome driver also I have added because I want to try in this too. Okay, so Gecko driver, since I have Firefox, I have added. So if you want to try with Firefox, please download the latest version of Firefox and download the Gecko driver. One more thing you need to check here is, you should always use the latest version of the browser if you are downloading the driver today. Because when you download the driver, it will always give you the latest driver. Suppose if your Firefox or your Chrome is outdated. Say, for example, you have installed some 1 or 2 years before, but you have not updated. Again, you will get a compatibility issue. Okay. Always update your browser and see whether your browser is updated and download the latest version. So similarly, Chrome driver, you can come to the same website, go back, go to Chrome. I have Chrome here. Go to their documentation, click the documentation. Guys, just give me one moment. I'm just getting a call. 1 second. I'm sorry. Okay. Now for Chrome driver. So similarly, we can see somewhere here. So because they keep changing this web page. See, these are all the problems with open source, you know. You will not get everything at one shot in one place. Okay. So since it is free, we have to go and we need to add the configurations. We need to remember a lot of things. So that is one challenge with Selenium, actually. Now, if I come here, I can able to find the latest versions. They are saying it is found in downloads page. Okay. So they are saying starting with M115, the latest Chrome driver releases are somewhere here. Let me click this link and see. Okay. Now, see, my Chrome is the latest one. If you want to check, you can check like this. You can click here. You can go to help about Google Chrome. If you go there, it will tell you. See, you see now, it says Chrome is up to date and this is the latest version. So my version is 119.0. So here, if I come here, it is saying, 1 second. Yeah. So Chrome for testing. So this is the versions. If I come here, now you see version 119. These are all the browser drivers they have given. Chrome driver. Can you see now? Don't download the Chrome one. Chrome driver is what we need for Win64. So you see now, this is the link. Okay. So this keeps changing. See, even if I share this link tomorrow, if you want to configure in your own system, it may keep changing. So you have to always come to this website, download the latest one. So now if I copy this and I will share you, if in case you need this alone, I will share. 1 second. Put it in chat. So this is for Chrome driver. Okay, you can download from this link. Okay, so now if you download, you will again get a zip file. You extract that zip file, take the Chrome exe alone, put it separately in the folder, which I showed you. Is it clear? Can you able to do all this?
We'll try.
Yeah, fine. So let's park this aside. So I'll give you time for you to do this. So this is how you can download the drivers. Okay, Chrome driver, Gecko driver. Same way you can check for Edge also if you have. Okay, now how to write this test case and how to place this configuration like this. All this we will see. So for that, what I will do, I will come to my Eclipse. 1 second. Okay, now I'll come to my Eclipse. So the very first thing, what we are going to do, see, whenever you start any kind of web testing, the main thing what you need to do is, you need to check a browser compatibility test. You need to perform a browser compatibility testing. What do you mean by browser compatibility testing? Manual testers? Have you heard about this word?
Same results should come in all the browsers we.
Yes. So any website what you're going to check, say for example, I want to check google.co.in. Let's assume that this is the application which has come to us for testing. Now I want to check whether this is getting opened successfully in Chrome and this is getting opened successfully in Firefox. This is my requirement. Okay, it should not trouble. It should not work only in Chrome or it should not work in Firefox. So because these are all some common browsers, right? People may prefer to open the website in Chrome or in Firefox or in Edge. So these are all some common browsers. You cannot create a website which will work only in Chrome. Then Firefox users will not use your application at all. How good your application is, they will not mind all that. So because they will have a tendency always, whenever they want to use, they will use their preferred browser. Even we do that only, right? We will not always try with different browsers to open any application. Okay, so these are all some common browsers. The very basic test, whenever you want to start with web testing, you need to check whether it works with all common browsers. So let's see how to do this browser compatibility testing now in Selenium. So what I'll do, I will come here, create a new class. I'll come to my same Maven project, create a new class, and I will name it like this: browser compatibility test. Don't leave any space. Okay, whatever name we are going to give our class, it should be meaningful. Browser compatibility test. And don't include main because we are going to use TestNG now. Say finish. Right. Browser compatibility test. Now, I need to create one method. So I will say public void launch browsers. You see how meaningfully I am creating? Launch browsers. And I want to treat this method as a test case. So I will simply say a test. Already I have added TestNG library, dependencies, everything is there in this project. We have done all that. Now it will all work perfectly. Now let me import this test. One second. Hold on. Yeah, import test. Done. So far what we did, we just saw with a print statement. Now we are actually going to write a Selenium code and see how the browsers are getting launched. Okay. So first, what I will do, I will show you how to work with Chrome. The very first thing, what you need to do is, you need to refer the location of the driver, because using the driver only, Selenium will open the browser. Okay. So for that, you need to add one line of code, that is system dot set property. System dot set property. There are two arguments which you need to give. One is the server name. You need to simply type WebDriver dot Chrome dot driver. Okay, don't worry. Only for one time we are going to type this, and rest all times we will copy the same code. Okay, WebDriver dot Chrome dot driver, and here you need to tell where in your system you have the driver exe. So in my system, if I go to my location, so here is where I have. So that is, if I see C:\Remy Selenium, I have my driver. So I will just copy this path. I will simply go to this address bar, just copy this and come to my code, and I will paste it over here. Okay, so you see now, I go here, Remy Selenium. This is a folder actually. In this folder, which is the file I need to refer. If I see here, Chrome driver is the file I need to refer. So I will simply say Chrome driver.exe. That's it. And put a semicolon. Because any Java statement, whatever you type, should end with a semicolon. The very first statement, what I'm going to add is, I'm going to tell in my system where I have my driver. Hope you're getting what I'm doing. Is this clear? And one more thing, don't always have your driver in your downloads folder or desktop folder, because tomorrow that may tend to reduce. Tomorrow that may tend to delete. Anything happens in your system, it will get deleted. Is this clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Now, what we will do? Next step, we need to open the Chrome browser. See, nothing we have to do. Actually, to work with Chrome, already there is a predefined class which somebody have created. We have to just use that class to work with Chrome. The name of that class is Chrome driver. Chrome driver, capital D. This is an inbuilt class which is available in Selenium API. Okay, so Selenium is a library which consists of interface, class, methods like Java. So Chrome driver is a inbuilt class in Selenium API. So I'm just going to create an object for it. So I will simply say Chrome driver C equal to new Chrome driver. That's it. Now, the moment I add this, my Eclipse can't able to understand, hey, what is this? Because this class doesn't comes from Java. This class comes from Selenium. Since we have added Selenium libraries under Maven dependency, just scroll your mouse on top of it, you will get a suggestion. So if you see here, 1 second, Chrome driver, why is it not coming? Chrome driver. Second. Let me check my POM file. Okay, we have added the Selenium dependency. Let me downgrade the version. Let me check with the older version and see what is happening. You see now, this is also very easy. See, suppose if you want to downgrade your Selenium, simply you need to just come to the POM file, change the version, save it. Automatically, it will replace your jar files. Everything will get replaced. Okay, now let me see. I think there is, my system is a bit slow. That is why it is not added. One second, I will try to add manually. Import Selenium. This is coming. It is a bit slow actually. That's why. Okay, it is working. It is a bit slow. So let me go back and change it to the latest version only. 4.15. Right. Okay. It got added and the error gone. So now you see, this is the class that we need to import. Now, I can simply use this reference variable to open Chrome. Say, for example, I can simply say C dot. There is a method called get. If you want to open any URL, you can simply say get and paste the URL here. which URL you want to open. So I will simply say http://www.google.co.in. That's it. Okay. So now automatically what will happen? So this class, what it will do, it will try to invoke Chrome, and in Chrome, it will load this URL. So let's check whether this is working. Let me save everything. Let me run this code. Just simply say run as TestNG test. And now you see what happens. It will now try to open the Chrome in my system. You see, Chrome is getting opened. And in Chrome, it will load the URL what I requested. So you see now, google.co.in is getting loaded. So instead of me manually opening a browser, now I have configured Selenium and I have written a code in Selenium to automate this task. Is this clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Right. So similarly, after opening, see now you see in Chrome it is opened and it is left as it is. Now after loading this web page, I need to close this browser instance automatically via Selenium. So what I can do? So simply use the reference variable C dot. There is a method called close. Get is to open a browser and close is to close a browser, and simply say semicolon. That's it. Now let me save and rerun this again. It will try to open the Chrome browser. If everything is matching, the driver instance and the browser all are compatible, it will load the web page and then it will close. You see now it is opening and it will close, and I will get a pass message because I have used TestNG here. Now I have integrated everything. This is fine. So if you get all this warning, that's okay. But you finally, you see, it will say pass. This is clear. Can you just try this?
Hi Rami, can you please repeat that Chrome driver importing Selenium?
Sorry.
No, we have this Chrome driver, right? So how did we import the Selenium? Because when I'm highlighting it, it's not showing the import. Like, how did
This
you?
one, is it?
Yes, yeah.
This I manually typed actually.
Okay.
Okay, it is slow actually. If you just close your Eclipse and again open, it will work.
Okay.
Okay. Just try this. Same way we will do next for another browser. I will show you for Firefox also in some time. Just complete this and type done in the chat box if everything is working fine.
Hello. Are you there?
Yeah, please.
Can I share my screen?
Sure. What is the issue?
I can't see what downloads need to be done.
Sure. Share.
Can you see this?
1 second. Yes.
Here, which one has to be selected?
Now, what is your Chrome version first?
That should be down here.
Go to help down.
Help.
About Google Chrome.
190.
Update failed. Check failed to start. Okay, your system is not allowing to update. But anyway, version 119 is there. Okay, no problem. Now go to that folder. Chrome driver, the next screen. Left side. There is one more window, na? Click that. Chrome driver.
Which?
No, above you can able to see a tab.
Because this is hidden. That's why. Because the sharing screen items.
Just scroll down your browser. No, bring down your browser. You bring down.
No, I can't. It's not.
Can you see? Okay, Chrome driver, the older release. Now what you do? You click that latest Chrome driver binaries. Can you see now? Latest driver binaries, starting with the M115, the latest Chrome driver releases.
This one.
That line. Now, down there is a link. Are available at the Chrome for testing availability dashboard. Just click that link. Now that is the older release. Above
yes.
that. Chrome for
the
testing.
Chrome
That link you click. Now scroll down.
Here 119.
No. Scroll down. Okay. Now you have for Chrome driver Win64, the last row. Can you see?
Yes, this one.
This one is what you want.
Okay.
Just copy that and put it in your browser. Automatically, it will download.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Let us see, and I will.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Bye.
I'm trying for Edge, but I'm getting that I couldn't add that Edge browser. So in this line, I'm getting the.
No. What you do? Edge driver E equal to. Okay, you keep your cursor on Edge. No. Statement number 11.
Okay.
Now you will get an option. Fix project setup. There is something towards the end. Fix project setup.
Okay.
Click that. It will automatically add the input. Okay. Okay. Say okay. 1 second. Let's see what is happening. Nothing happened?
No.
Edge driver E open Q. Okay, you try for Chrome. I will check and tell you. There is some problem in the Maven only.
Okay, whether this one is correct, right? This.
That is all correct only. But you try for Chrome. In the meantime, I will check for Edge.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Remy? Able to hear me?
Hey, hi, Angeline. Sorry, your voice was very low, actually.
Yeah, okay. Actually, what is happening here now, in my mission, the Chrome version is 118. Okay, when I try to run, it is telling like the version is not matching actually 119 with 118.
You
So,
see whether there is any, what is that, driver, which is for 118.
so I
It is
just
not listed,
checked,
Remy.
but it's not listed over there, and I'm also searching.
Then you try 116 or the latest compatible version. So we need to check only on a trial error basis. See,
Okay.
generally what happens now, if you are trying in your personal system, you can just upgrade to the latest version your browser and you can download the latest driver. It will work. Since like you have a restriction in your laptop, we need to adopt to the relevant version. So which we have to try it on a trial and error basis only.
Okay, fine. Let me try 116.
Sure. Do that.
Yes.
Hi, Remy. Actually, my version is updated one, but still I'm getting that error. Can I share my screen?
Show your error menu.
Okay, is my screen is visible?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay.
Chrome driver could not start the new session because what did I say? Because possible invalid address of the just scroll the error. You can able to see an error. Could not start a new session. What it is showing? Possible causes or invalid address of the. I want to see the rest. No. You have to scroll horizontally. Not here. The error which I have showed. Go up. I want to see that screen. Yeah, could not start a new session. Remote server or a browser startup failure. Okay. Do you have a Chrome? Yes. See, the mistake is at statement number 11. You have not added the right exe. You have stopped till the folder. Chrome driver -win64. After that, which exe you need to refer? Chrome driver win64 folder you go in your system.
Okay. Yeah, this one.
See, inside that you have two files. Which file you need to refer? Chrome driver, right? So
Yeah.
you need to again add in your path / chrome driver.exe.
Oh, okay. After this, right?
After this, say / chrome driver. Check the spelling correctly. Chrome driver. You have to give exactly chrome driver.exe.
Okay.
Right. Now save it, run it. This should work.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep. Now you see it is working.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
Remy,
Yes, Google.
my browser version is 118, but I couldn't find a Chrome driver of 118 version.
So you need to do the same thing only, Google. Trial and error. Okay. Just try a higher version. Just try a lower version and see whether it matches. Okay. And you can download all that and just replace it and see whether the script is working. That's it. Simple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we have to import the packages manually?
You do that as of now. So there is some issue with the Maven only. I will check and I will come back to you tomorrow morning. Okay, what was the issue and why it is not coming?
Can you show that?
Which import is it?
That WebDriver.
For Chrome.
Yes.
Chrome. I will just copy paste the code.
Okay.
Or you can just say a project fix setup. It will automatically add.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi Remy. I can't find any like 1118 Chrome versions.
1118 is it?
Yeah.
1118 is a beta version which you are using there.
Let me just share my screen. So here the same error, I guess, like mine is not compatible with
The
1190.
version of Chrome. Can you just scroll? Chrome driver only supports Chrome version 119. Okay. Now what you have to do? 119.
So here I tried downloading this version 1119, but it was not.
Which one you did? Chrome driver only?
Yeah, this one, last one.
119. Then try with that Win32. No, I am not very sure whether you are using 32-bit or this one. That also you try once.
No, I guess still failing.
Okay, so just go up what it is showing. Version of Chrome driver supports only. This version of Chrome driver supports only Chrome version 119. Okay, just come down. Current browser version. Okay, so your browser version is 118 actually. It is not 119.
Yeah.
Okay, you see whether there is anything for 118 in the repository.
So here only till from 1119 and above they are showing.
Then don't come to the screen. Go to the previous screen 119, 120. For version 115 and newer. Okay, they have 114 and older. 118 is what we need, right? Just somewhere in this link you will find somewhere. You have to check. Go to the same dashboard only again and scroll down and see that availability dashboard. Okay.
118 it is not there.
118 is
114 from 114 only. It is available.
Okay, scroll down. This is beta version. This is yet to come. Okay, these are all yet to come only. 121, 121. Okay, so then don't break your head using Chrome. Just try for Edge. And if you want, you can install Firefox also. Try the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
yeah.
That's okay. Anything like whatever browser we are going to use, the concept remains the same, except the driver exe.
Okay.
Okay,
yeah.
So search for Edge and search for Firefox also. But provided you need to have these two browsers in your system. Firefox, if you don't have, just install Firefox in your system. Even if you have a restriction in your office laptop, please try all this in your home laptop also. See, that is one more advantage learning Selenium. So anything, it comes for free. You can directly download from internet and you can use it. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Sure, Anamika.
That import file showing some errors here.
For?
That import file, right? You shared. That shows some error.
Is it so? No, it will not. Just share your screen. Chrome driver, new Chrome driver. What error it is showing? Just keep your cursor on top of it. No. Top of that Chrome driver, statement number 8. Okay, fix project setup. You click that button. There is a link.
One.
Fix. No proposal have been found. Click here manually to configure the build path. Configure the build path. Just click here. Just click that link. I think there is some issue. TestNG. Have you added your Selenium dependencies in your form?
Yes.
Just cancel and show me that. It should work. Cancel it. Just go to pom.xml. Selenium dependency. No, you have added different version. See, you have added Selenium API.
Okay.
The right dependency.
Okay.
See, Selenium is a ocean, actually. You have to add the correct dependency.
Okay.
That is the issue. That is why it is not working for any dependencies.
Okay. So I have to download first and
Selenium dependency. It is not. This is Selenium API.
Okay, so Selenium dependencies should be here.
I will, if you want, I will share you. Just replace that. 1 second. I will just take from my form. I will give you. It should be Selenium Java.
I think copy is not working here from the chat.
Copy. You just check and download it. I will share it. You can refer it.
Okay.
There are a lot of restrictions we have. Yeah, you see this?
Okay, sure. Thank you.
And download this.
Okay.
Yeah, or you just change it. Change the word. That's it. Instead of Selenium API, just say Selenium Java. And the version is 2.0.
Here, Selenium API, instead of that, should be Java. And
15.0. That is the latest one.
Same, right?
Yeah. Just replace it, save one more time. Automatically, new dependencies will come.
Now I saved this. But it is building 87%.
Yeah, it will build. It will rebuild the project because it will replace all the API dependencies now with actual Selenium dependencies.
Okay.
Then after that, if you go there, that error will go off.
Okay. Thank you so much. Let me see this.
Sure. Bye.
For me, both Edge and Chrome, both are not working.
What happened, Kalpana?
Still, it is showing that error.
Open your project.
Yeah, I'll show. So it is a Chrome.
Okay. Now remove that statement number 4. Remove that statement number 4. Now keep your cursor on Chrome driver. Fix project setup. You also have the same issue. Now go to your POM file.
Yeah, I checked it. It is Java only.
Okay. There is some problem in the Maven only. Then in that case, what you do, you right click your Maven project at the top left side, Maven project.
Okay.
Right click. There is an option Maven. Down you have Maven. Go there. And update project, you say. Click that. Here, what you do, you say force update of snapshot releases. Check the checkbox down.
Okay.
Now say OK. And wait, the project will get updated. Just wait for some time. Now what you do, you close your Eclipse and open again. Save. Open it again.
Here run as configuration like that coming, not as by some Eclipse, not like that.
No, I'm not getting what you're saying.
While running the code, it's not showing something like run as configurations.
Share your screen.
Okay.
I think you might have missed your test annotation. That's why. You see, you have, you have test annotation, no? Then only it will treat as a test case.
Okay.
Add that. Import it. Now it will come. Save. Now you will get.
Okay, that's fine. Here what? Okay.
No, it is opening. Yeah, everything is working.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, after the update, it is working right for Chrome.
That's working now, Kalpana?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a Maven issue actually. That's why.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so maybe like we all have some net issues, right? So that's why it is not getting updated properly. So after updating the project, it will work. It will give you suggestions, everything. It will work.
Yeah.
Okay. Now there is a activity for you. With that, we will close for today. See, what I want to do is I want you to try with 3 browsers. That means the requirement is you need to check whether google.co.in is working in 3 browsers. That is in Chrome, in Firefox, and in Edge. Right? I want you to create 3 methods. That means 3 test cases. One is for Chrome, one is for Firefox, and one is for Edge. And first, I want you to execute Chrome, second Firefox, third Edge. Is it clear what you need to do?
Yes.
So you have to use the concept of TestNG, create 3 separate test cases. One is for Chrome, next is for Firefox, and the third one is for Edge. Okay, and Chrome should run first, Firefox should run next, and Edge should run last. And see whether Google is getting opened in all the three browsers and closing properly.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so this is the activity for today. And so you can take your time, so you don't want to be online, so we can close it. And if you have any questions or anything, you can mail me. Not an issue.
Remy,
Yes, please.
I'm getting error, but Chrome is being controlled by automated test software.
That is not an error. That is how it will come. Because like, you see, generally what happens is any browser, manual user only use it, right? So generally what happens here is you are now controlling with the automated system that is using Selenium. Now you are trying to open Chrome. So Chrome will not understand what is happening. So it just gives you a warning message saying that it is controlled by an automated system, not by a human. That is a warning. It is not an error.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Fine. Any other questions which needs my attention?
Remy, you given right one thing now for hands-on. So in a single class, all the three browsers should open and close, right?
Yes, it is a single class you need to create, but three separate test cases.
Okay. Okay.
Hi, Ravi.
Yeah,
Yeah, for this three drivers, right? We have to import all three into one class and give it like that,
yes,
right?
yes.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Download all, take it slowly. So that is the reason I don't want you to rush up. So you can take slowly, download everything, keep it ready, then create separate test cases. So one you create for Chrome and create the logic. Okay, and same way you try for Firefox, create the logic, and the third one is for Edge, you try the logic. If you can't able to do it, we will see that tomorrow morning. I will show you, but I want you to try. Okay, and you need to define the priorities, everything, whatever we discussed, right, today. Which test case should run first? I want Chrome to run first, Firefox to run next, and Edge to run third. This is the order that I am looking at. Any other questions? Anyone? All good?
All good.
Great. So how do you find the sessions? Is it interesting? Is it useful?
Yeah, it is very useful.
Good. So try this. See, from tomorrow, what we will do, we will deep dive into Selenium and we will start off with different types of scenarios, different functionalities we will start working on. And tomorrow's session is very, very important. But before that, you need to know how to automate, how to open a browser, how to load the drivers, all that. So that is why this activity I'm giving you. So you should be quite comfortable with whatever we have discussed, starting from Java concepts, TestNG, what we saw today, and how to club TestNG and Selenium configurations. So all that, right? So this is where I told you yesterday, Selenium is not a tool actually. See, we may not able to call Selenium as a tool. I would call it as a framework. See, Selenium is a test automation framework. It is not a tool. Tool means it's a kind of setup that you need to have, like how we have our mobile apps, right? So it should have a setup where if you install, there will be an icon coming in your desktop. You double click, open it. It will give you an interface. So that is something what we can able to call as a tool. Selenium is a framework which we are configuring in Eclipse. Right. So that is a major difference between a tool and a framework. Right. So just brush through all the concepts, try all the examples, whatever we tried. Try to solve if in case you face any issues on your own. And if not, just bring it to me. I will address all that tomorrow and ensure that if you don't have any questions, concerns, we will move on with the next concepts. right?
Yeah, sure.
Any other help you need from my side as of now?
No.
Perfect.
Remy, that recorded session link is not able to copy.
Recorded session link, I will check with Lakshmi. So because I don't have that, because the control is with Lakshmi. So I will check with Lakshmi and I will ask to send both the links, yesterday's link and today's link, directly to your email IDs.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Okay, so that will help. Okay, anything else? Any comments, any feedbacks you would like to share? We'll take another 5 more minutes.
It is nice session. We are doing the hands-on and learning. It is very easy to learn everything. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Kalpana. If you are not practicing, then I will also not go with it, right? Since you are practicing, I am giving you more scenarios.
Yeah, we are doing the hands-on now itself. It is very good for us.
Yes. Actually, you will get that confidence only if you do. See, wherein like my sessions all goes that way. So it will be really interesting and you will feel quite easy and all that. But unless or until you practice it, you will not feel that real challenge. Only if you do, things will work differently, and for you, it will behave differently than what I am showing. So then you will think of and you will come up and you yourself will go to internet, search for some options, find it out, try to fix it. So that is how a real project will happen, right? See, tomorrow, if you go and start working in automation, so it will not be exactly the same way like what we did our training. So you will altogether get a different application where that will be way challenging than whatever we are discussing. So you should have the tendency, you have to experience how to go to internet, search for solutions, because not everyone will know everything, right? So Selenium is an ocean, right? So even like I may miss out a lot of things, and probably when you try out and when you explore, you will get some new things coming up. So that is something that how we can learn any test automation concepts. That is what I want you to do.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Anything else? Anamika, want to share something? Meenu, Gokul. And please, guys, those numbers, the 2023, I don't want to call with numbers, right? So that is the reason I am not calling out your names. So if you can able to come up tomorrow, if you're logging in with your names, that will be really great. So that will have a good interaction.
Sure.
Yeah. Fine then. So if you don't have any questions, we'll wind for today. And if you face any issues or anything, so please mail me. I will check my email, and if you want me to address it immediately, I'll do it.
Sure, Rami, all good.
Fine, guys. So thank you so much. If we don't have any questions, we will close for today. I'm just giving you 10-12 minutes back to you so that you can practice. And we'll connect tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Thank
Rami.
you.
Thank you,
Thank you so
Rami.
much. Bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much.
Bye.